Hello, awesome viewers! Welcome to AC Studio. I have just received the latest Joytoy action figure, Imperial Fafnir RANN. As I have no knowledge on the Horus Heresy, so I did a quick research on Fafnir RANN. He served as a captain and he led the first assault unit at the forefront of many battles. He was one of the Rogue Dawn, the Primarch of the Imperial Fist, and one of the most trusted and effective commanders. He participated in great battles such as the Siege of Tara, the climatic battle of the Horus Heresy, and saw him entrusted with the critical defense of the Lions Gate spaceport. He almost killed it in the battle. So you can see this great character play a critical part in the Imperial Fist history. And I did not know anything about this character when I bought this figure, but what attracts me with this figure is the two big axes, the power axis, and it also comes with the shield. So this character, definitely to me, right, is one of the best looking Warhammer Horus Heresy figure. So why don't we just open it now? I cannot wait. All right. It comes with a clear base, and let's open it. Okay, first thing I look at is double check the quality, if there's any issues, with the design, anything like that, because this is quite a complicated figure. Very nice detailed figure. I pick up two minor issues. One is the shield. This little shield here is fixed onto the edge of the shoulder pad, but the problem is the shield is actually installed in an angle, which is different from the box art, which is front facing, not in an angle. So this is something that I have to fix, so I need to pull this out. And another issue is the pipe. There's a pipe here. If you twist it too much, you see, it actually came off. So this pipe is like this. It's actually quite short, and it's supposed to be stick on the side of the shoulder pad here. And I need to use super glue to stick it back together. That I found is the legs armor here, which is the shin armor. And another QC issue that I found on the figure is, if you look closely at both legs, right, the shin area, you see this part actually came off. So this shin armor, you see, it actually came off. So this side shows how it looks like, and this part, I don't know what happened, it actually came off. So this shin apparently is made of soft plastic, and I think they do not put enough glue on it, so that is why it actually peel off. At first when I look at it, I thought that this is how it was designed, and it looks really good like that actually. I think it looks better than that, but anyway, I will have to fix this as well. It's the glue dried, and now it looks okay. So you can see there are a few quality issues, on a complicated figures like this. So that's always happened on Joytoy figures, unfortunately. Anyway, this figure has amazing accessories. Why don't we have a look at them first before we look at the figure? So let's have a look. The power axe. The power axe is definitely the signature weapon of Fafnir RANN. So it comes with two power axe. I'll just show you one here. The other one is exactly the same. The details of this axe is absolutely amazing. The painting of this axe is very, very nice in my opinion, because if you look at it, right, this is a gunmetal, graduation of color change into a silver on the blade's edge. And as you can see under the shadow, you see that is a lighter silver and that is a darker kind of like gunmetal color. The details are amazing. Although it doesn't have wash on it, it still looks really good. You can see all this like pattern or etching onto the handle itself. The details look really nice, but it will be even better if they put a brown wash on it, and nice detail on the end of the handle. And then they got this Imperial Fist emblem on it and race details as well. So these axe are absolutely amazing. And then you also got this signature shield. The shield itself got this band around it, and on the band it comes with a helmet, which is also covered by the rubber. It will be good if they give you the helmet, extra helmet, or the alternative head for this figure. But unfortunately, we're only given this, and this helmet here is covered by the leather, covering, so I'm not really sure how it looks like. But yeah, I wish it comes with this helmet as well, and it also comes with the dagger or a little sword. And you know what? Yeah, you can actually use it as an accessory to the figure as well. Looks really nice. I love it. Again, you can see the silver changing the gunmetal color. Really love this change of colors on the blade. And it got this little kind of like, I don't know, jade piece. And it is metallic color as well. And most importantly, you can have the blade sleeve and you can put it in there. Really nice and very smooth actually. You know, it doesn't make any scratches to the blade. On the leather strap though, it doesn't come off. It is just a decorative feature, so it's not a play feature or anything like that. You cannot take this off. And then the shield itself, you can see the very nice, you know, Imperial Freeze emblem, which is, you know, paint in gunmetal color with a highlighting silver on it, and got this very nice detail on the lower edge of the shield plate and also here as well. And it also got this kind of opening, semi-opening as well, which I think you can use it for the gun. But this figure doesn't come with any gun. Of course, you can always exchange guns, you know, from the other figures, and you can always use, you know, the gun, exchange it on the figure, and then, you know, do it like that as well. So that's fine. And got this very nice metallic blue color here on the lens. I don't know what's that used for. It looks really good though. And then the back, you can see that's how it looks like. It got all of these details on the back as well. I really love this kind of cross detail at the back with the rivet details on it. Not many figures have details on the back of the shield, right? But this one is special. This one got it. And it got this like twist turnable handle as well. So you can put it, you know, on the hand of the figure. I'll show you that later. And it also gives you this interesting connector. And then what you do is you put it at the back of the figure, and you can see at the back of this backpack, right? You got this like, you know, exhaust or jet engine looking exhaust. And then what you do, you push it in there, push it in like that. And then once you push deep enough, it doesn't twist down. And then what you can do is you pull this handle thing off, right, in the shield, and put it on the pack here, like that. And as shown on the box art, right, you know, carry the shield at the back of the backpack. The shield is a little bit heavy, so what you do is, if the figure is not, you know, holding the axe, right, you have to make sure you twist the legs forward a little bit so that the center of gravity sits a little bit further on the front, so that it doesn't fall to the back. So that's what you have to do, but it's okay now. It got holding 2 axes, so it's heavy enough. So it can balance out the weight. And as usual, they give you, you know, 3 sets of hands. 1 set of hands holding, you know, the gun, and 1 set of fists, 1 set of hands holding the axe or the shield. And now comes to the figure. You can see all the very nice details, you know, they're everywhere. I think what they have done really well as well is, you know, despite all the details, you know, on the different parts of armor, they're still able to put in the weathering. You can see there's a darker kind of like yellow color or orange color, you know, weathering on the edges. All this got really nice, you know, weathering on it, a darker weathering on it. See, they're everywhere. Look at the hand here. Look on the edges, and here on the shoulder pads. Look at that, you know, and at the back as well. The legs, they're pretty much everywhere, even on the shield as well. You see, a little bit of weathering here as well. Oh, the head sculpt is definitely really good, but you know, I think the hair and the beard, you know, lack of highlight. It doesn't look as good. It's just, if you look far away, right, it just looks brown. Everything looks brown. It would be good if Shoulder put a little bit of weathering on it, lighter kind of like, you know, highlighting. So it'll be even better. But otherwise, the sculpt looks really good. They have this soft plastic pipe linking the backpack to the head. But what is really good about this is it is long enough, and regardless how I actually move the head, right, it doesn't restrict the movement, right? So that is really good. So generally, I think the head sculpt looks really good. And again, as I said, you know, I hope they can give you the another head for the figure as well. That'll be really good. Anyway, the lower ref detail and the sculpt looks really nice together. It actually got the black wash on it. I quite like this kind of like dark silver or dark metallic color on the edges, and they are painted quite nicely. It doesn't really overlap the yellow, so everything is actually quite precise. So that is a big surprise to me. Anyway, that's really good. And they got this very nice, you know, grenade with a silver highlighting on the green color on it as well. It's got this front apron piece, really nice detail as well. And the shield, and you can see the shield. You can see this little shield piece on the shoulder. you know, the painting is very precise. You know, like there's no overlapping. Everything is just really good, and I really appreciate that. And also you can see the edges got this like highlighting of a darker color around the edges. Shoulder pad, and look at the emblem as well, the Imperial face. Yeah, it is race detail, and most importantly, I also give it a bit of highlighting, the white highlighting on the black. Looks really good, isn't it? Like everything is great on the figure. And what I love about the details is they gave you all this like battle damages detail on it. You look, the scratches on it, on the armor piece. Look at the hand as well, all this like, you know, scratches or, you know, damages on the armor. Here, you know, on this piece as well, here on the shin, and also the knee protection piece as well, there as well, there. So it gives you this really interesting weathering, you know, battle damages detail, and also the paint all this rivet as well in silver. Unlike this figure, you know, they don't paint silver or anything or highlighting. At least they don't do highlighting, but they paint silver, right? Very nice detail. And look at the shin details as well. Look at these details as well. In the back, they paint all this precisely in silver, the race details in silver. And it also got this really interesting, you know, soft plastic straps on the joints. Also that applies to the elbow joint as well, on the hands as well. This is, you know, soft plastic. Very nice detail as well, you know, something that I've never seen before in other Joytoy figures. And also what they have done to all these accessories, you know, the side armor piece as well. They did not use this, you know, ball joint connector anymore. What they did is they just use this plastic strap, you know, just strap it together. So something a little bit different from the typical Space Marine figures. So unlike these figures here, right, what they do is they have a ball joint on these accessories and then, you know, put it inside this hole here on the belt. And they don't do this on this figure, something a little bit different. So you cannot take this away at all, right? So similar to how they do the shoulder pad design, right? So they all join together with shoulder pad. So this one is the same, they join together. But great thing is, it is very flexible, you know, look at it. It's actually quite flexible. So it doesn't hinder the movement of the legs, you know, or any other parts of the body. So this is actually very flexible, yeah. And even this one, right? This piece is solid piece, but because it is on a very flexible plastic, and then the backpack as well, you know, the top of the backpack, above the backpack is a standard. Looks really nice standard as well, and it got this lower ref, you know, with the shield and then Imperial Fist icon here. The color is a little bit dull, just one color. It is all in silver. It doesn't seem to me it has any wash on it. It seems like they have dry brush it. So it is a kind of like dark silver, dry brush with a lighter silver. I see a little bit of it, but I think wash is more effective. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I can put a bit wash on it and make it look better. You can take this out as well if you like, which is good. And then at the back of the backpack, and it got this very nice, you know, exhaust, which I've shown you before. And then you got this like exhaust piece here, very old style exhaust, which I really like, with the rivets in it as well around them. You can turn it if you like, you can rotate it, but it doesn't really do much anyway, so I always leave it like that. So yeah, and then you can put this backpack out as well. So you can put this out, and yeah, and you can reattach this, you know, pipe to the head. So everything is really nice, you know, nicely detailed. And then all you have to do is put a pipe back into this hole here. Done. The side armor looks really nice. I really love this eagle on the side, looks really good. Very nice detail here as well. And then you got this leather straps with the scalp at the bottom. So everything looks really good. Even though this figure has so many features, you know, so many decoration on it, there are no issue with the articulation whatsoever. So compared to a typical just, you know, Space Marine, it's the same. It doesn't make any differences. The only minor issue is if you twist this hand so much, so let's say if you rotate the shoulder joint so much, you can see the pipe here. If you twist it, you see it came off. So that's what happened, right? It comes off. The other side as well, you know, if you twist it, yep, it comes off. So, but it's actually quite easy to insert back into it. So you just need to push it back in it, and that will do. It's pretty easy. It's nothing hard. Just push it like that, done. So same as that one, just push it inside, done. Yep, like that. As I said, this side armor piece and this front armor piece is very flexible. You just push your legs up like that very easily. Yeah. So you can keep up high, almost 90 degrees anyway. So pretty good. Same as that one, and you can push it up as well. and even with the plastic strap here, the double knee joint still can kick up like that. Look at that, that's amazing. So you can see the articulation is excellent in this figure. This JOYTOY FAFNIR RANN figure is definitely my favorite figure of all the JOYTOY figures that I got. It looks really good, and I just love the two big axes he's holding and the shield. So in my opinion, I think out of all the figures that I've reviewed so far, this is one of the very few figures that, you know, the articulation, details, sculpting, the look, the accessories are, you know, on par or equal to each other. No weakness on any of these areas. So that's why I really like this figure, and I think JOYTOY did a good job. So my recommendation to you, regardless you are a Warhammer fan or Imperial Fist fan or anything like that, you see it. I mean, like me, right? I'm not a Horus Heresy fan anyway. I don't even know the story at all until now. And you know what? You regret it if you don't get it. And the price to me is quite reasonable for this figure, consider you got so many stuff they gave you, right? However, I can only give it 9 out of 10. I was thinking I'd give it 10 out of 10 to be honest. But why? Because quality let down the figure. As you can see, I need to use super glue to fix, you know, some of the stuff myself. For the price that you're paying, you're not supposed to fix the figure yourself, isn't it? And now comes the end of this video. And please let me know if you got this figure. Do you have the same quality issue or not? Anyway, I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't, and bye for now.